Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a story that is sending shockwaves through South African politics. Yes, you guessed it, rumors are swirling that President Cyril Ramaphosa might resign during the upcoming G20 summit in South Africa. If true, this could mark one of the most dramatic moments in the recent history of the African National Congress. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's unpack this unfolding political drama. Reports suggest that inside the ANC, confusion is reigning. Senior leaders are reportedly scrambling because Ramaphosa has not addressed their concerns directly. Some insiders have described the president as being in the departure lounge, hinting that his decision might already be made. Yet, despite all the speculation, Ramaphosa has not held a formal meeting to outline his plans or to officially communicate his intentions to the party. This lack of communication is leaving the ANC's top brass in a state of unease, worried that the party and the government could face serious instability if he leaves abruptly. If Ramaphosa steps down, most sources agree that Deputy President Paul Mashatile is the front-runner to succeed him. However, the political waters are not so simple. There is talk that Gwede Mantashe, the ANC's national chairperson, could attempt to step in temporarily. Such a move could shake things up and potentially undermine Mashatile's chances of leading the party in the long term. According to some senior figures, Mashatile may need to act quickly to secure his position and prevent internal power struggles that could further destabilize the ANC. Some insiders believe a compromise is being quietly discussed. In this scenario, Mashatile would assume the presidency, while Mantashe would become vice president. These discussions are described as delicate and highly confidential. Nothing has been finalized, but the potential for internal conflict is clear. ANC leaders are acutely aware that even the slightest sign of weakness or uncertainty could ignite a major struggle for power. History, of course, has taught the ANC some hard lessons. Past abrupt resignations, such as those of Thabo Mbeki and Zuma, created confusion, mistrust, and instability within the party. Senior figures are reportedly determined not to repeat those mistakes. They argue that Ramaphosa's presence in office is necessary to address the challenges he has left unresolved. Some of his critics suggest that he should continue with his initiatives, correct his missteps, and take responsibility rather than leaving someone else to clean up the mess. The looming G20 summit adds a layer of urgency. Leaders are worried that any delay or sudden announcement could have repercussions not just for the ANC but for South Africa on the global stage. International observers will be watching closely, and the last thing the country needs is a leadership vacuum at a time of major diplomatic activity. This puts enormous pressure on the party's leadership to act decisively, but without any formal communication from Ramaphosa, they are in a delicate position. Political insiders note that usually, there would be a clear strategy in place for succession. But the report suggests that the ANC's senior leadership is scrambling to prepare for all possible scenarios. They are balancing the need to maintain party cohesion with the equally pressing requirement to ensure government operations continue smoothly. These coming weeks could prove pivotal for both the ANC and South Africa as a whole. Adding another twist, there are questions about how the public might react. South Africans have witnessed years of political turbulence, and the prospect of yet another abrupt change at the top could provoke anxiety, debate, and perhaps even protest. ANC officials reportedly believe that managing public perception is just as critical as managing internal party dynamics. The last thing they want is for rumors and speculation to overshadow governance, especially at a time when service delivery and economic challenges are already high on the national agenda. Meanwhile, political commentators are weighing in with their predictions. Some argue that if Ramaphosa leaves, Mashatile's leadership could mark a period of stability and renewal, provided he secures support from key ANC factions. Others suggest that Mantashe's temporary leadership could open the door for rivalries, setting the stage for internal battles reminiscent of earlier ANC crises. The balance between unity and ambition is a delicate one, and every move will be scrutinized closely. It's not just the top brass who are paying attention. Grassroots members of the ANC, from provincial leaders to branch-level officials, are reportedly watching developments with bated breath. The perception that the party is unprepared for a potential presidential exit has created a sense of urgency throughout the ranks. Local branches are considering how they would react, how messaging should be coordinated, and how they can reassure members and supporters that the ANC remains steady in times of uncertainty. From a governance perspective, the stakes are even higher. The ANC controls the executive branch, and any sudden leadership change could impact ongoing projects, policy implementation, and international relations. A sudden resignation could affect budget priorities, cabinet portfolios, and diplomatic engagements. It could even shift the political narrative ahead of future elections, giving opposition parties an opportunity to question the ANC's ability to govern effectively. So, what does all this mean for Ramaphosa himself? On one hand, stepping down could be seen as a dignified exit, allowing a smooth transition while avoiding further internal conflict. On the other hand, staying in office could give him the chance to complete key initiatives, cement his legacy, and guide the ANC through a challenging period. His decision, once revealed, will likely have long-lasting consequences for South African politics, party dynamics, and the nation's direction. As we watch these developments unfold, one thing is clear: that the ANC is entering a period of intense scrutiny. The party's ability to manage its internal affairs, reassure its members, and maintain public confidence will be tested like never before. Whether Ramaphosa stays or steps aside, the coming weeks promise to be some of the most pivotal in the party's recent history. And now, we want to hear from you. What do you think will happen if Ramaphosa resigns? Will Mashatile rise to the occasion, or could Mantashe seize a temporary advantage? How should the ANC handle this situation to maintain both party unity and national stability? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into South Africa's political landscape, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts, spread the word, and keep the conversation going because this story is far from over. Thank you for watching, and remember, political stability is not just about leaders, it's about how we, as citizens, respond to challenges and hold our leaders accountable. See you next time.